Yes! Hey everyone, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel, and today I am here to check out a brand new pre-debut, not a debut, of a girl group that goes by the name Limelight, consisting of 3 members so far, with me. As some may already know, I was keeping up with GP 999 at the time when it was airing, and Miyu was on that survival show. We have Suhye and Gaeun. Now, I said earlier, so far a 3-member girl group, because as some of us may already know, keep in mind here, Mashiro and Yeso happen to be under the same label with Limelight. We love to see it, but I don't want to speculate things, go as far as say, hey, it's gonna happen. We love to see it that they're gonna debut in Limelight and have a guaranteed debut under their own label, because we've seen label changes, we've seen things that did not happen after IZ*ONE, like Yena going into Everglow but staying under the same label, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's just take one day at a time and see how things go. Now, what's interesting about this pre-debut, I saw somewhere on my Twitter timeline that this is, of course, a pre-debut. This is a pre-debut with a pre-debut mini-album, as a matter of fact. I mean, when was the last time you heard something like that? So I feel like that's quite interesting. Now, with that being said, Starlight came out on September 27th. And another song came out, a music video for that song called Eye to Eye came out. So I'll be checking out both respective music videos for both songs. So without further ado, let's dive into Limelight's pre-debut music videos now. Alright, so brought it up here, Starlight by Limelight, and I believe we have Suhye here with her pink, lovely hair. Now, I believe this is Suhye based on their Instagram or Twitter that I saw earlier on, just to familiarize myself better with all the members. So far 3, and I thought might as well, only 3 members so far, and I gotta see who's who. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to recognize Miyu, even though it's been a hot minute. But let's dive into Starlight now. Ooh. I feel like the song's gonna become more lush with it as it progresses and more upbeat. Oh, there we go. It's picking up with Miyu. What a transition there. In the Gaeun. Oh, wow. Yeah, guys, we're off to a great start to this song. Just with very energetic with it so far, and upbeat. Suhye, though, coming through really strong in the vocal department. Oh, that drum work. Woo. Yeah, the energy doesn't let up. And it's very light with it throughout the entirety of... Oh, this combo here with Miyu and Gaeun. Pretty well done MV too, you know? It's not like the most high budget MV I've seen, but not low budget by any means too. Like the lighting work is so on point. The color, yeah, all the colors that they utilize. The choreo really sticks for this song too. Oh, this has to be the bridge. But then again, the entirety of this song doesn't like let up, so I just feel like I'm in a constant trance, you know what I'm saying? Quite the youthful group too. I'm sure they're like 03, maybe even the 05 liners in this one, but very fitting for them. Like I could see and hear the youthfulness from this group. So all in all, really strong and solid pre-debut song, I've got to say. I wouldn't say as far as the best pre-debut. So then again, it's like I always say pre-releases, it's like, oh, this isn't the best pre-release I've heard, but then it's like, not often you get pre-debut songs. You do get them time to time here and there, sometimes due to delay, sometimes just being a straight-up pre-debut. But this is with a pre-debut mini-album, and that's something to consider, guys. Like, I feel like they're going pretty all out for this, coming from their label, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that I got to say on a side note from Starlight here is just to mention, it's like, this felt like it came out of the blue. Like, I had to hear this from Nugu Promoter on Twitter about this debut ahead of time, and I wish they were able to promote Limelight more before this pre-debut with YouTube videos, maybe covers and such prior to this. But with that being said, you know, Starlight, I say it is a really strong and solid song because it's well produced. I already know who took part on this is Kim Sung-soo. Kim Sung-soo I've covered actually quite heavily and quite recently on the channel here. Has worked with Wooju Songya quite heavily in the past before. Has worked with As1 in the past before, you know what I'm getting at. A lot of those inspirations can definitely be heard on Starlight here in terms of that kind of full rush, a kind of style with very shortcut melodies in this song, and working with the likes of, as of recently, Wiki Mickey for that Listen Up show. I've covered it on my channel, which I love a lot. And here's the thing, you know, Kim Sung-soo does not miss within the production duo. I can't remember the exact name if it was a production duo or a team, but at times where I feel like, some of these inspirations just feel like it's carried on, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes it's like, wow, this is a completely new side to a group. Now, considering that this is a fairly new group, pre-debut group, I should say, how should I say it? But Limelight, you know, fairly new to us listeners and potentially already fans, you know, or trying to get potential fans. It strikes a strong familiarity. It's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing, because I loved hearing this at the time when As1 was coming out with Violetta. Speaking of Violetta, one of the tracks that Kim Sung-soo was on, and then Fiesta as well, if I recall correctly, and I hear some of those influences at the end of the lines, as well as Wooju Sonya, that is really good at in terms of this style of music. Now that makes me wonder, you know, is this like just a bit of that bigger picture of what we're gonna get from Limelight. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna show a different side throughout pretty much the entirety of the mini album with different genres. Because yeah, I hope this won't be a continuation just to due to this familiarized style that has been perfected by only a select amount of groups, and it's hard to really meet those expectations that have been already set for quite some time now. And with that being said, to be fair, those groups like Aswon, Wuju Sonya, considering this point here, is that they have multiple members, right? And I feel like just with 3 members here in Limelight for a song that's like a full rush of emotions, consistently upbeat, doesn't let up, and very light with it, and all with clipped, I would say cut off melodies that, you know, don't drag on, and all is hard to do with only 3 members. So I feel like they're slightly trying to keep up with the song, even though, you know, everything's fitting. So like their vocals really strong, I've got to say, and they do complement each other so well. But this might not have been the right route, in my humblest opinion. Although, with that being said, I feel like this is a strong 8.5, around that range, as a pre-debut song, and that makes me wonder how Eye to Eye is gonna be, right? Aside from that, right, what I really love about is that we get a good amount of each and every member, distribution-wise, in this song. And the one member, okay, of course, Miu stood out to me, but the one member that stood out to me heavily in this song is Suhye. During the breakthrough moments in this song, and yeah, who knows, maybe over time, if I get into this group and maybe even become a fan, Suhye might be the bias. But then there's Mashiro, yeah, so that's for another whole conversation and wait and see kind of a moment. But yeah, I say that it's really strong too, because the music video's quite well matched with the song. I think maybe they could have went the more galactic space kind of route even, but I really dig the music video. It's not like over the top, yet it's not like under budgeted, and also nothing lacking. So that's really good. And it's just a pre-debut. It's not a debut, so there's nothing to stress about. Let's dive back into this music video, guys, and the song, obviously. Hear things out, see things out, and find out things that I like. But yeah, just like the melodies being chopped and cut like that, like, it's hard for me to grasp on something that I exactly love in this song, you know what I'm saying? Usually when I love a song a lot, there's like a certain section, like verse 2 or the bridge, that is like extremely memorable. The hooks does its job for this song, but it's hard for me to grab on to something and love it. But it's more so, it's like, oh, I like this, I like this, I like this, and I guess that's the intention of the song due to its composition and song structure. Man, I've got to say, Miu, wow, she's improved a lot from the survival show days. Like, it's really evident in this pre-debut. Yeah. And then Gaeun earlier, how did I say, quite the recognizable yet unique vocal color. Alright, here we go. Build up with the drums. See what I'm saying? She's such a powerhouse, and I feel like we're gonna hear more from her in their future songs. Just like the song being a full rush of emotions, and you're just feeling so fluttered and awed by how the song's being played out, at least for me. I'm not sure about you guys. I love how the music video does that to us with the lighting and all, and the scene switches, the clever scene switches. But here, just in the instrumental breaks and all, I love how it just didn't happen only once, and if I recall correctly, it happened later on as well. So it has nice twists and turns. Like, this song does not constantly go linear, and I love it for that, you know. So I guess what I'm saying here at the end of the day, song structure wise, it stands out a lot. It gets your head bobbing constantly. Yeah, this breakdown, I should say. There's an instrumental break, this breakdown here. Yeah, Miu, Gaeun. I would say one of my favorite parts. And that's in combination due to the music video and choreo. But what I'm getting here is like future house influences. With great synthesizer work. That wing. Yeah, the elevator, the dressing room, and this main set here with the lighting showcases them so well, not gonna lie. Hold. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying, the end of the lines where it's like, yeah, this kind of style. That like sort of condescending moment there during the breakthrough high note. Yeah, I've heard that before. But hey, I'm not complaining because I like how that's done. That kind of style is done with vocal directing and production wise on the music side. Very sharp cut with the choreo all too. Like, the chemistry in this group can really be felt, at least through this music video. Wow, they actually have some variety that I might have to check out on my own time. But hey, Starlight, pretty good start. 8.5. I think I'd stick it in that area. A song that I could see myself definitely listening to here and there. But let's just get into Eye to Eye now. Alright, so I brought it up here, Eye to Eye by Limelight. Unfortunately, the English captions are not readily available again, but I'm just gonna try my best to hear out the lyrics for this song as well, but let's go. Whoa, I'm getting way different vibes in this one. I guess I was right about showing different sides immediately during the pre-debut too. Okay. Oh, hold up. Where's this going? I got a little bit chills there, not gonna lie. Oh, they really took the synthwave route with this one, huh? My favorite genre of all time. Ooh. What a beautiful song so far. What's with the snow there? Oh, wait. Okay, so this is verse 2. They brought it back. Bring it back here. Oh my goodness. This is where I feel like there's a perfect balance between the vocal work, the members, like, and the song, like, hand in hand. Oh my goodness, yet it's somewhat emotional, right? There's an emotional impact to it. Oh, Gaeun here. Yes! Oh, all for that build up. That release. Man, I love how they're just so captivating in this song as well. Just doing it through their vocals, their voices, but also their expressions. You know what I'm saying? Like, the expressions that they did and how they performed Starlight, right? It matched the song so well for what was provided. And then Eye to Eye, you know, a little bit of acting, a little bit of eye contact with this other guy, which, not gonna lie, I felt like it was just a tad cheesy, but it fits, you know, eye to eye. And I'm assuming here, because we don't have English captions, that this is like about a significant other one and all. I definitely feel that due to the emotional delivery and how they project themselves vocally and deliver their own respective lines, each and every member, upon Eye to Eye here. But the fact that they did this and came through with a synth wave track, super heavy with it, because you hear that how it is done when it's dropped like that, with the bass line and all. It's just like, woo! You know, the fact that they dropped a music video for this song as well, but also I would say decently budgeted. You know, I feel like they put maybe even slightly more in Starlight, but then in here, then again, now I think about it, they didn't need anything too intricate, too complicated for Eye to Eye here, because the Eye to Eye is not a very intricate type of song, right? And I feel like sometimes we forget that, like, okay, we love high budget music videos, but like, if it's not fitting the song, it wouldn't make sense, and vice versa, song to music video. And the one thing that I do stress a lot about is, like, having a good song is one thing, but having a music video that matches that good song takes it to whole nother levels. But if one or the other is lacking, it's like hard for people to recognize and get a hold upon. And I feel like this is a gem of a song that has to be literally, I would say, one of my favorite releases of this year. I wouldn't say my top because, like, I'm so lost in what are my exact top songs, because we're getting releases and debuts back to back, left, right, and center. It's hard to keep up and all. But Eye to Eye here, I love how the members yet again complimenting each other in this song, how things were distributed, yet which members came in, right? I felt like that's the thing. We saw Suhye in verse 2 carry on the rap almost. I felt like we got Gaeun and Suhye for the rap upon each other, or it was just Suhye. You can correct me if I'm wrong there, but like just in that kind of moment there, but then the vocal moments that's building up and building up to the climax, that amazing like high note release by Suhye. Woo! I feel like I'm gonna keep on talking to her a lot in the future. But then again, like Miu really caught my attention in how she expressed herself. Like think about it back in Starlight. The slight winks that she did, the slight turns, the gesticulations. I mean, that goes as being said to, of course, Gaeun as well, that truly knows how to express herself in the right moments of the song and all. And yeah, I just feel like they just have a great natural talent in expressing themselves, or it's just that they have been good expressing themselves prior to this, and in the training days, these days, that they've been trying their best to express themselves. And I feel like ever so often with the latest generation, and I would say even the previous generation, there's been more importance of being able to express yourself. And that's what Psy says, like part of music is expression, whether it's you're expressing it like through your facial expressions or your gesticulations or something like that. Expression is very important, and this group is indeed talented, and they have a lot of potential. The fact that they laid out something like Starlight and Eye to Eye, which I believe, again, Kim Sung-soo, goes to show you again, took part on Eye to Eye. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but it goes to show you that, like, if they keep working with Kim Sung-soo, right, and not necessarily take the full Starlight route and mess with different genres like this, they could show a huge spectrum of what this group is about in Limelight. And I'm sure it's going to pan out more as they add more members. I doubt that this is simply going to be a 3-member group. I feel like it's going to be, like I said, I feel like for some songs, you need a little bit more members to, you know, it's hard even to perform songs on stage. That's why lines are distributed the way they are, and that's why choreo is adjusted from the draft mode and finalized to not be too choreo heavy, so you could have moments to breathe and sing and rap and all, and be able to perform the song at the same time. But Eye to Eye here, wow, man, oh man, synthwave heavy with it. It has a nice groove to it that like really gets you going, yet there's that emotional impact that's left with you, you know, thinking at the end of this song. It's like, wow, what a beautiful song, you know. It really gives that feeling to me, at least for me. But let's bring it back up here, guys, from the beginning. I'm gonna definitely break things down for this song and music video more thoroughly. Also, whoever directed this, really well done. Just like, I love how the beginning here, we get to see each and every member at the start of this. And then literally, Suhye, she took my breath away. Like, she left me breathless in this verse 1. I can't say this enough, but Miu improved a lot. Like, good on her. I'm sure she took a lot of time to build up to this moment, which I can't even imagine how Miu and these members are gonna be during the debut in next year. I believe it's January. They're set to be January or February. I can't exactly remember. Love that drum kit, electric drum kit work earlier there. Yeah, that snare work. And just how they bring it together to see eye to eye. Oh my goodness. This is what I'm talking about, melodies, you know? There's only few instances where songs like Starlight and Light, in terms of that style, like Fiesta and on some Muju Sonya songs, where I'm like, wow, okay. Even though I can't get a full-on grasp of the melody, there's still something memorable and something to hold on to and is catchy. But Eye to Eye here, I love how it provides that lingering feeling, and the melodies are full and flush and all. And yeah, and I think that goes to show you in terms of my taste in music, it being pretty open-minded and all, as I've been saying on this channel for quite some time now. Yeah, this scene was kind of odd with the snow. Unless it's connecting to the lyrics in a way. There's this ethereal feeling that I get in it too. Oh, bit of the tambourine or some sort of shakers, some sort of percussion work in this moment here that I do adore. See what I'm saying? Facial expressions. Maybe it's that sort of like searching for you kind of thing, because there's these very mysterious scenes where they're looking into the sky, looking around, you know, looking for this guy's eyes. Sort of that where you at vibe. Yeah, that is mad catchy. That wing, see? Very natural with it. Right here. The doubling there, or two members into this breakthrough moment by Suhye, is amazing. She holds that quite long too. Just the harmonization is out of this world in this song. Eye to eye, right? Is that all right? Anyways, I'm gonna listen to this song over and over again, but like, just to like reiterate what I was saying here, check this out. Miu, right when it switched to her to rap out, that like eyebrow raise, and done. It's sustained and then it pans out. But I really do love that final moment with the snow, or you know, the rain droplets and all. But yeah, I gotta give it to 143. I gotta give it to everyone behind the scenes and all. Let's see what everyone's saying here in the comment section down below. I can't believe they dropped 2 MVs in 2 days on that level. This is what I'm saying. The fact that they did this, and this is only a pre-debut on a pre-debut mini album, and we got 2 music videos. What if they're putting out music videos for all the songs? That would be crazy. Or even lyric videos too. I can't even imagine, like, my expectations are going to be mad high after this era, this pre-debut era from Limelight. My expectations are going to be quite risen for next year with their debut. But yeah, this is amazing. And only 3 members. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like with additional members, or of course Mashiro and Yeso. I think about the caliber of Mashiro and Yeso and their vocal colors too, and I feel like I can just envision it right now. Like it would be a match made in heaven with these members, Miyu, Suhye, and Gaeun, right? And the fact that every time I hear a new label or a mid-tier label or a subsidiary say, "Hey, we're gonna come through with a comeback right now and 3 more comebacks within the same year." I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm referencing to. It's optimistic, but it's not always realistic, right? And the fact that Limelight's label did this, it makes me feel like they're actually taking the time and due diligence to support this group, and hopefully that continues to be the case, like a continuous kind of support for this group of in terms of consistency. Like, you saved up enough budget to do these releases in this kind of way, not simply have everything full budget and then full in this kind of budget, but then be like very cheap scaled in the future. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, and then also there was another comment here saying in the budget, the song so far about Limelight is nothing but promising. I wouldn't go as far as saying the additional members. I don't know, like, that guarantee that, but they're talking about this. They talk about consistency, which I also agree. The only thing that I wouldn't connect in terms of this comment is the huge popularity gap. I think a lot of people are doing a full-blown over-exaggeration thing when it comes to popularity gaps. These days, I'd have to say, I think it was most heavily going on with the groups that came out of IOI, I got to say, and then some of I would say the boy groups that came out of survival shows and all. In this case, these days, I'm just gonna go on a small tangent or rant per se, and my personal humblest opinion is that, considering that there's like this pre-debut and on with Miyu added in the mix, and considering how like Suhye and Gaeun stood out in this song, I feel like there won't be like a dramatic gap unless there's like only something heavily invested into the future members, and if that ends up being the case, Mashiro and Yeso, and if it's like really obvious, oh, giving them solos or something like that, that might be the case, you know? What if they don't be added to the group and it's like other members and then Mashiro Yeso go solo? Because we saw what happened when it comes to Azwon, and a lot of tons of solos came out of Azwon, the respective members and all. So I'm not too concerned about that. I would only be concerned if it ends up happening more so the case, and just be optimistic and positive about this group. And yeah, if anything I've learned today, Limelight is very flexible. They have a bright future ahead of themselves. I feel like it's only a matter of time of what they're gonna solidify in terms of style and their original kind of sound that they're gonna present for future listeners and future fans, you know what I'm saying? And I hope they continue to utilize synthwave more specifically, and even retro genres in the future I could see them do, and this kind of tempo fits them too, eye to eye, like tempo for the song. But all in all, I still like Starlight in its own way. It's just that it's something that I've heard quite often, and it's nothing new to me, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I feel like it was too much of a song for only 3 members, right? And then the clip melodies and all, and the short sustained moments. But then eye to eye, where it's like, wow, I hear everything in full. I get to digest and consume this song through my ears and on my eyes visually, seeing these beautiful scenes with the members and all. But all in all, this song, this is like a high 9, and that's huge for a pre-debut song. This is a strong high 9 for Eye to Eye. So 9 for Eye to Eye, Starlight, 8 around 8 and 8.5. Let me know your thoughts though about Limelight. Did you love their pre-debut as much as I did? If there's more music videos for their B-sides, be sure to let me know, or their other songs. I probably will end up checking out those respective MVs and songs either way in a mini album listen or individual music video reaction and reviews. So this has been Garrison. As always though, be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much. It just warms my heart connecting with y'all about the respective members in Limelight, about both songs, Starlight and Eye to Eye. I gotta give it to Miyu, Suhye, and Gaeun really pulling up their own weights. Just having the three of them perform both of these songs is huge. How often you hear pre-debut mini album with only 3 members and all? But as always, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. Take care and peace.